Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, at the beginning of a brand new month. It's the 1st of March today and I do really love the beginning of a new month. I don't know if it's the same for you, but it just feels like a fresh start or a new opportunity to start again. If things have gone a little bit skew for the beginning of the year. Quite a lot of people I know have had quite a rough January and February's getting better, but March is going to be awesome. Tell yourself that and it will happen. And for me, I got this calendar from the works. I did mention it on my podcast back when I got it months and months ago. But each month you get a new positive quote. And this month says, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. And it is so, so true. So come on, everyone. Let us make March one of the happiest, most productive and just beneficial to our wellness, happiness, positive thinking. Come on, we can all do it. We can all do it. I personally haven't set any goals yet. I really, really need to. I've just had such a busy week. It honestly feels like it's just flown by. I've had a lot of appointments. I've had a lot of mental health things going on. Just trying to sort myself out with that side of things. So now I can be a bit more practical and make some actual plans. I've been trying to plan a change in my flat because right now the setup we've got here just isn't working. So I'm just trying to think of what can go where and how I can change it up so it's a bit more homely and a bit more comfortable. Because Baby Blue treats our living room like a playroom and it's doing my head in. So I need to make the bedroom more of her playroom so she stays in there. Yes, it means the bedroom's going to be messy, but I'd rather the bedroom was messy than my living room looking like a children's play den. So yeah, that's one of my plans, I guess. But today has been a really lovely day here. It feels like spring is starting to come through. We noticed as we were walking to the pub today, we noticed the buds coming out on all the tree branches. So all the leaves are coming back and the flowers are coming out. And I've got some tulips in my kitchen. And honestly, it's made me so happy. I love tulips. Never really been one to buy tulips before. I'm more of a daffodils kind of girl this time of year. Daffodils, hyacinths, but no, I'm loving my tulips. And my friend Sheila actually has given me a little life hack. Apparently, if you put a 2p piece or a 1p piece in the vase with the tulips, it helps them stand up longer. It keeps them stronger, which I still need to do, actually. I need to plop a little 2p coin in there with them. But yeah, they're beautiful. So yeah, it just feels like this whole rebirth, new life. It's kind of... It just gives you that little energy. It's motivational in a way because it just feels like, well, you know what? Everyone's been lethargic. Everyone's felt a little bit over winter because it's just a tough time of year, isn't it? And now all this rebirth, new life, new energy is just coming through. And I think you should really thrive off that. And yeah, let's all make March awesome. Honestly. Let's just do it. Let's do it. But how's your weekend been? How have you spent it? I'd love to hear from you, aka littleblue@gmail.com. Likewise, I'd love to hear about your goals, your plans, how you're going to make March the best month ever. Love to hear from you. So aka littleblue@gmail.com. What have I done today? Oh, we went to the pub to see Baby Blue's dad and her godfather for lunch. Baby Blue walked the whole way there and back again on her own. It was amazing. It's about 1.7 miles. There was a small bit where I gave her the option, did she want to walk or be carried, because it does go down a main road, and she wanted to walk. And she was really, really good. She was such a good girl. Way home, little bit whingy. However, she did walk past the park. She did walk past many things that she probably wanted to go in. But yeah, there was a few squabbles, but nothing major. And she made it all the way home. She pretty much ran the last little bit as well, which is usually the hardest bit to get her to walk. But we stopped off on a coffee shop on the way home and randomly bumped into her godmother, Kate. and her partner and Mo. Hi guys, if you're listening. Which was a really lovely surprise because it was a very last minute thing that we were going to go there. We were originally going to go to Costa as well, but it was Baby Blue's plan. She just said, oh, I don't want to go to Costa, I want to go to this shop. Went to that shop, and I didn't realise they were open as late as they were. So it was lovely. We got to sit in there, we had a coffee, a little catch up with them, but she was getting a little bit bored because the time was getting on a bit, and I think she was getting hangry. So, yep, off we popped, went home, had some tea because we'd already had a big lunch at the pub. We had cheese and crackers, and Baby Blue wanted a cheese sandwich plus cheese and crackers. So I gave her half a sandwich. Yeah, so we had that, and then I made some Belgian waffles with Nutella. For like a little tea pudding. Can you have pudding with tea? Oh, well, we did. But I bought different waffles because Sainsbury's had run out of the ones I've been having. And these ones are really sugary. They were a bit too sickly sweet, to be honest. Not really one that you could have two of. It's more of a one person per waffle sort of thing. She didn't finish hers either, so I don't think she liked them either. So, yeah, lots of teeth brushing after that. But yeah, just a generally nice day, but I did want to have a weekend where we didn't do anything, and it's just turned into one of those weekends where we just had loads of plans, so I still haven't had my down day. I really need it. Monday's Baby Blue doesn't go to preschool, so there's potential to have it tomorrow. However, I have agreed to go to coffee with my friend Kerry because we haven't seen her in ages, and I do really, really want to have a nice catch up with her. Although Baby Blue's going to be with us, I'm sure I can find her some colouring or something to do. We've got a couple of birthdays coming up, actually, so I could take some cards and she could decorate them. Ready for the birthdays, the family birthdays. Oh, March used to be such a big birthday season for us. Like, it was my nan's birthday. I got lots of cousins who've got birthdays, lots of friends, and it was just a really busy season. But sort of over the years, obviously people pass away or people just aren't in your life anymore. So it's got less and less. And now I think there's only sort of like a handful. There are people missing off my calendar though. I've just realised I haven't got my auntie on there. Sorry, Pam, if you're listening. You're not on the calendar, but I know when your birthday is. It's in my head, and my cousin George isn't on there either. Better get his done too and get some cards ready for you guys. Yeah, it's a birthday season. Like, there was one point in my life where I had 2 birthdays of every week, at least a minimum of 2 birthdays a week in March. It was hard. And then my cousin Katie was pregnant around that time, and she was due around like the end of March, and we're like, please don't let this baby be born in March. And thankfully he held off until April. Not thanks to her, because he was huge and she just wanted to get him out by the end of it. But yeah, we were like, no, please don't make March even more, please. And it did come to a time when I was like, if your birthday was in March, I'd forget it, because I was like, no, I don't want any more March birthdays. Sorry, that slot is filled. But yeah, no, it's such a happy time. I do like March. I would go as far as saying it is one of my favourite what is March? It's a month. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I'm doing this at silly o'clock in the morning again because I got sidetracked by vlogs and all sorts tonight. Instagram and yeah, as you do. But the main thing is, I'm happy. I'm probably majorly high on sugar because I've had a lot of lemonade. I've eaten so well today. I've had those waffles, and I've had just Nutella coming out my ear. I've discovered a new thing. If you spread Nutella onto a malted milk biscuit, it's amazing. Can't have too many, but yeah, it's amazing. Oh my god, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm completely and utterly rambling. So what I was going to talk about is what is mentioned on my calendar, and that is finding happiness is about making it for yourself quite a lot of the time. And I know, especially when you've got mental health issues, or if you're having a really tough time, you don't necessarily have to have a certain diagnosis of anything. But it can be really hard to feel like the world has got it in for you. And that is such a hard thing to overcome. But it is possible. And you really need to believe that it's possible. And you need to believe that you are capable of making it possible, because that is what it is about. It's like you've got to reprogram your brain and say, do you know what? Pessimism hasn't got a space in my brain anymore. Optimism, positivity, motivation, inspiration, gratitude and kindness and just courtesy and all of that, all good, healthy, lovely things that make us great, has to be our default setting. There can be no self-doubt, but we all do doubt ourselves. So it's going to be there, but you've got to find ways to just say, you know what? No, not having that. Sorry. Tell yourself off. Give yourself a pep talk, because we all need it once in a while. I know I do. And the biggest thing, especially when things don't feel that great, believe in yourself. It is so hard to do. It's almost like we're embarrassed to believe in ourselves because we don't want to appear vain or big-headed. But honestly, if you believe in yourself, if you tell yourself, I can, it really does just change everything. It really, really does. And a great start is to set yourself a challenge. There's quite a lot of challenges online, and I may have mentioned them before. There's one called something like 365 days challenge, where for 365 days in the year, no, it was 100 happy days. That's what it's called. And there's a 365 happy days version of it as well. And you can do it. And what you do is you post a picture on your social media with the hashtag 100 happy days. And you can either do it so you make yourself do something happy every single day and you post about it, you talk about it. That, however, can get a little bit expensive. So what I tended to do was waited for the end of the day and rounded up all of the smaller happy things. So if I'd had a really awful day at work or whatever I was doing, I would be like, okay, today was awful. That person shouted at me. This happened, this happened, this happened. But what positive things happened? And it could be something as simple as I got to have a shower without a toddler coming in and staring at me for the whole time I was naked in the shower trying to shower. Or I managed to have a poo on my own. Could be that simple. Apologies for the crudeness there, especially if you're having breakfast or anything. But as a parent, you get exactly what I'm talking about. Just to go to the loo without any interruptions is like heaven. I don't even remember the last time I was able to just go to the toilet when she was here. Obviously, she has to talk to me, whether she's standing outside in the living room, in with me. Yeah. And today she tried to sit on my lap while I was on the toilet, which is wonderful in itself. So yeah, it could be something very, very simple like that. But there are always positives within your day. It could be because a stranger smiled at you, they complimented you, you really liked how your new haircut looks on you. That's one for me right now. You got complimented on your eyes or on your new clothes or your perfume or something. I don't know. Or you bought something, buying something that you've wanted for ages that you saved up for. That's always a great one. But yeah, just look for the positives and really, really focus on them, because it will just change everything and you can completely make March the happy month. That's what we should all do. Let's just make March the happy month. We're going to all promise ourselves we're going to do it. Anyway, going to bring the podcast to an end because I'm running out of time. But sorry for rambling. Take care of yourselves. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic Monday. Do not let those Monday blues get to you, because March
is happy month. Oh my God, I sound drunk. I haven't been drinking, I promise. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.